Good morning, gang. Happy Tuesday morning and the first full day of Trump's presidency. Don't know about anybody else. I spent a good portion of yesterday watching the inauguration ceremony, watching some of the parade, if you will, Capital One Center deal, watching some of the ball last night. Had bowling, so had a timeout in there too. But it was nice to see this finally happened, that we've all been waiting for, it seems like for 4 years, okay, to get back to this. But, finally the cream on the top after November's election was realized yesterday. It didn't take long for the unhinged liberal left to find something to bitch about, as per normal. I mean, it was kind of interesting. Gayle King from CBS News was complaining there weren't enough people of color there at the inauguration. Guess she didn't see Barack Obama or Sonia Sotomayor, Ketanji Brown Jackson, Usha Vance. Those were some pretty high-ranking people of color that were there. Okay. But again, this is one thing we got rid of. I hate to tell you this, Gail. DEI is DEAD. This is it. No, there weren't invites going out to the inauguration based on somebody's racial background. Like the rest of the country isn't going to be doing that anymore. Of course, Rachel Maddow and Joy Reid went ballistic yesterday, bitching about anything and everything they could, whether it was talking about Melania's outfit, how you could complain about something like that, I have no idea, or Trump's divisive speech. Actually, I thought it was one of the better inaugural speeches. He laid out exactly what he was going to do. Wasn't a John F. Kennedy, ask not what you can do for your country, or what your country can do for you, or yada, yada, yada. It wasn't Abraham Lincoln. It wasn't an FDR speech, but it was a good speech, and he basically said, this is what I'm going to do, period. Okay. It was a joke just seeing what the media pundits had to complain about. They wonder why they lost the election. They still haven't figured it out, okay? Everything that they were complaining about yesterday are the reasons they lost. People don't want DEI. People don't want CRT. People don't want LGBTQ, yada, yada, yada. Pick an acronym. Trump's getting rid of it, okay? We could go FBI, we could go DOJ, we could go ATF, we could go FED, okay? There's going to be a lot of cutting to acronyms in Washington, which is a good thing. I gotta say first, the best thing didn't happen right there at the beginning. It happened last night, and that was when Trump pardoned all the J6 protesters. And it was funny. I mean, outright ridiculous listening to Nancy Pelosi or Adam Schiff bitching about this. I can't believe what a travesty of justice, and no respect for the rule of law in this country. And I'm thinking to myself, gee, Adam, 12 hours earlier, you got a pardon for crimes you committed, but when somebody else gets one, that's a problem, okay? And I hate to tell you this, Adam, your crimes were a lot worse than somebody who decided to walk into the Capitol building completely peacefully, okay? They didn't lie under oath. They didn't threaten the American public. They didn't threaten the president of the country. They didn't come up with lie after lie after lie and perjure themselves like you did, okay? Nancy Pelosi talking about how it was so despicable what Donald Trump did, pardoning those people, that he doesn't respect the police officers or anything of the sort. Yet, only a few hours earlier, and I was wrong on this one yesterday. I wasn't wrong about part of it, but I was wrong with what he did. 20 minutes before Trump was sworn in, Joe Biden pardoned his entire family. Surprised me. I didn't catch that one ahead of time. I thought he was going to pardon the illegals. But yeah, a pardon at the 11th hour just before he was done. Saw that one coming. I knew there was going to be some sort of surprise. I just missed which one it was. But no, that's okay. Pardoning Dr. Fauci, pardoning Mark Milley, pardoning the J6 committee, for the crimes they committed. That's okay. But pardoning people that, I'll use the term, stormed the Capitol where nobody's life was at risk, Nancy, okay? Except, I don't know, maybe a couple of protesters who died, into their own house. I mean, even Amy Klobuchar was saying yesterday during the inauguration, Amy Klobuchar being a Democrat, that this is the people's house. Correct, Amy. And the people back 4 years ago went into their own house, okay? I hate to tell you this, Congress. You don't own that place. You're tenants, okay? We own that place. Though somebody does need to tell Amy Klobuchar, remind her in her speech, we are not a democracy, okay? I mean, I think she said it half a dozen times in her speech at the inauguration about our democracy. No, you're a senator, Miss Klobuchar. Realize that we are a constitutional republic and have never been a democracy. Got it. Okay, we'll just remind, I don't know, some of the most powerful people in the country about the facts, about the laws, how our country works. You're the one that's supposed to be making those laws. But yes, so the J6 people are getting released, started getting released last night. A lot of them are getting released today, so that's a good thing. Finally, these people will be able to go back home. Maybe we now have some open jail space for, I don't know, Adam Schiff, Adam Kinzinger, Liz Cheney, Dr. Fauci. Yep, like I said yesterday, you got federal pardons. That's good. That doesn't do anything against the state's AGs. And I'm still waiting for that. That's going to all come down. Okay, we'll get into that. But the other best thing I saw yesterday, and maybe you caught this, maybe you didn't. Precisely at noon, the CBP1 app, the one that all the illegals on the phones that they all have, these poor people all carrying around these $1,000 cell phones. Amazing. We can't afford to eat, but we can afford a phone and a data plan to go with it and everything, right? Got it. All right, think about it. Must be a whole lot of Zoomers. But the CBP1 app got shut down precisely at noon yesterday, and there was video of these illegals in Juarez, which is just the other side of the border from El Paso, crying, oh my God, we can't get into the United States. The border's been closed. I had an appointment at 1 o'clock to get my $5,000 debit card and my EBT and all my food stamps. And sorry, no. The welcome mat has been removed. Goodbye. End of story. You're out of here. Okay. No room at the inn. Go home. You want to come in? Go to the embassy, apply for asylum, and your case will be judged on your personal asylum case. I want a job. Doesn't do it. Okay? Again, I will say what I've said so many times. If your country sucks so bad, do what we did. Fight to make it better. You don't get to come here and have all of us pay for you to have a great life and you didn't work for it, okay? And before everybody says, well, they want to come here to work. No, they don't. They want to come here for free stuff. That's it, okay? You can see countless interviews with people over the last few years, them complaining about the hotels that we're staying in aren't good enough. The food that they're giving us isn't good enough. Did you work for it? Well, no, but you owe it to us. I don't owe you shit. Hate to tell you this. Bye-bye. You don't like Nicolas Maduro? Get him out of office. Okay? Here's an idea. You don't like Claudia Sheinbaum? Get her out of office. You got problems with the cartels? Do something about it. Okay? Go fix your own house before coming in and trying to ruin mine. That's the way I look at it. We got enough problems in this country with Democrats. We don't need illegals to compound the problem. So that was a good thing, but we got to witness all of that. I'm cautiously optimistic going forward. We'll see what happens with more executive orders. We haven't heard anything on tariffs yet. We haven't heard really much of anything on the financial side. Nothing on what tariffs are going to be implemented. We did hear the External Revenue Service creation. That was in the speech yesterday. Haven't heard anything on what Trump's plans are with crypto or anything like that. So we'll see what happens there over the coming days. Yesterday was the party. Today, the real work starts to get done. I'm hopeful. Maybe we can all take a big sigh of relief here and go, all right, prep for the the worst, pray for the best, but maybe we've tipped a little bit toward the best rather than the worst, and we can all relax just a little bit. How much? Because we don't know anything about China, Iran, Russia, God knows what, so we'll see there. But at least we have somebody in the White House now who actually gives a damn about us and not just himself. Pinball out.